Guys, welcome to the podcast. I'm here with Ricky Colosimo, Kevin Shara, and Joey Pavino. Now we're just going to talk about boxing, life in general, have a bit of a laugh. These two are going to be so we've got a big event coming up over 2 days, and it's for amateur boxing at the Fitness Expo at the ICC in Darling Harbour. Now we've got these two boys that will be doing crowd interviews on the 2 days, geeing up the crowd and chatting to everyone who's around the venue. Ricky, I'll throw to you for this one. Do you want to tell everyone about this Fitness Expo event for amateur boxing?
Yeah, it's amazing. So we locked in the Australian Fitness Expo. It's going to be the 12th and 13th of October. So we've got 50 fights across the 2 days. So it's going to be, I don't think it's been done to this level before. I know they had an amateur event probably about 10 years ago, but it wasn't really executed that well.
Yeah.
The guy that ran the Fitness Expo reached out. He said, we'd love to have you as the main guy for the boxing there, and so it was an opportunity that I couldn't miss, and it's going to be awesome because we're bringing the amateur boxing to the mainstream, which is cool.
Yeah, no one's really done this in a long time where you bring amateur boxing to such a large scale of people. I think there's expected 50,000 people to be attending the event over the weekend, and that's not just boxers, that's gym people in general and the public, so that's a huge exposure for amateur boxing and just people getting to know the boxing gyms and maybe joining boxing as their journey.
Yeah, for sure. A couple of things that we're going to do, because we're doing a corporate fight night from starting early next year.
Yep.
And so we're going to be showcasing that and hopefully sign up a few people on the day as well. Some of the people coming past, and then we're going to have a couple of good pros there doing a bit of an open workout during some of the breaks, which will be cool as well. And I think something different and bring it to the mainstream, that's what I want to do with the boxing, which is cool.
You've done it so well so far. We've had a couple of pro fight cards now, and talent on those cards has been next level. I know you boys have been down at both of the events. What were your thoughts so far, Joey?
Look, the first event, the crowd was unreal. Heaps of people rocked up. Even the second one was unreal. People just loved coming down, watching the fights, the good atmosphere. The boys that are fighting on the night, just bringing a good crowd, makes everyone go have a good mood. I enjoy it.
So someone who's done amateur boxing, you and Karar, is Kevin, sorry. Gave me a look. Have you ever considered going on to one of the Wanderers cards because you've seen the atmosphere and the people who come along to them?
I've been dying to get back in the ring, and obviously when the Wanderers started, I've been dying to get back in. I've been seeing the atmosphere, seeing the boys fight. It's electric. Like, I need to get back in there. I will get back in there soon.
November 24th.
November
Talking
24th,
about November 24th.
November
Big
24th.
Kevin, he's coming back on November 24th.
Yes, I can't wait now. First of all, the Wanderers Promotion fight night cards are one of the best fight night cards I've ever been to. I'm not just saying that because Ricky's my friend. I've known him for a long time. It's just like a different atmosphere, different kind of vibe of people. It's very multicultural, very family orientated, and I really enjoyed the first one and the second one.
And the fourth one, and the fifth one, and the sixth one.
The sixth one coming up. That was a good one. But to be honest with you guys, like, I really want to get back into it myself. I had a chat with Ricky, and it's been 5 years since my last fight. Just been trying to get back into training and trying to get my schedule in the right spot and the right preparations for the fight in November, hopefully. Trying to lose some weight now again. As you know, as a fighter, it's not easy. For me, the hardest thing is dieting. I love food, so...
You've run me through your diet before, Karar.
I know.
Can you tell me what you eat in a day before a fight? Is the most bizarre diet you'll ever hear of. But he actually wins. What do you say? Are you 7-0 right now or something?
Listen to me. I'm 4-0. My diet is a very ethnic diet. It's ethnic. So it's veggies and fish. That's all I eat.
Is that ethnic?
No.
Is that Mediterranean? It's a very Mediterranean diet.
I don't know where the ethnic comes in there, but do you have nuts on it, za'atar or something?
No za'atar, but It's an ethnic diet. The way I look at it, it's an ethnic diet.
Yeah, love me.
I'm like, do you want to tell me how?
Listen, veggies and fish. You never
if
go
you're
wrong.
eating veggies and fish, you should be pretty cut, you know?
Yeah,
Clean
so
cut.
I actually lost 10 kilos in 2 months from eating veggies and fish. I had to cut off cappuccinos because I love cappuccinos, as you can tell. I look like a cappuccino. I'm kidding. But I don't know, like for me,
Wait, tell me your daily routine before you're fighting.
so my daily routine before I'm fighting is I have a cappuccino in the morning.
All right.
I'm kidding. No, so it depends. Like, I had a chat with our coach, Arnell, and he goes to me, look, you need to lose weight. Obviously, each fighter has their own different methods of training and different way of dieting, and it's not easy, you know, having that self-discipline, I find it very difficult. But obviously when you have a goal in your head, and it's like tunnel vision for you. So for me, I'm getting to a stage in my life now where I'm like to myself, you know what, it's time to do it. And I thank Ricky, because Ricky's always the one always G'ing me up, saying, man, when are you gonna do it? When are you gonna do it? You're like, you know, like. And I had a chat with Ricky last week, and he goes to me, man, whenever you want, the promotion's there for you. So I really enjoy what Ricky gives me that perspective. Like, gives me that perspective that, you know, you only have one time, one chance, and you should just take it. And I'm just fucking around anyway. Stop laughing at everything I say. I want to laugh now too.
How did let's start about Ricky. How did you get into boxing?
I got into boxing when I was younger. I've got 5 older brothers, so they used to beat me up. And I remember when I was probably like, I think 13 or 14, I said by the time I'm 21, I'll be able to bash them all. And there was a guy that come to my house. His name was Dave Nabel. Dave and Aaron Nabel and Matt Nabel, they're good fighting family. And they started doing pad work with me. And so Dave goes, Matt, he goes, you're very good. He goes, come along, I'm going to introduce you to Johnny Lewis. And so then he took me to Sydney Uni, and then started training with Johnny Lewis and Justin Rousseau, and the rest is history.
Wow, look at you now. Now he's got a promotion. Look at that. And are you going to fight in the ring again?
I don't know. Like now, I'm just kicking back into gear with my training now.
Yeah.
Feels amazing to train again properly. Like I always go through different stages. Like if I'm focused, I've got 100% focus.
Yep.
And I feel like that's kicking back in now. So we'll see how we go. I never say never.
Yep.
I'm just enjoying, like I said, even to Jesse, I was doing pad work with my mate Jesse yesterday.
Yep.
And I said to him, I'm going to kick back in and really lock in and reach a top condition again. So I'm just super excited for that, and sort of the journey of getting fit again and committing to the training. So just doing that.
Can't wait for you to get back in the ring. I reckon that would be so awesome on your fight night.
100%.
So back in your amateur days, who was in your corner with all
So
your fights?
I had Justin Rousseau was a big player for me. So Justin he's one of the best amateur fighters out of Australia ever. I think he had 150 amateur fights, and he like Commonwealth Games silver medalist. He fought guys that beat Koshizu. He beat guys that beat Koshizu in the amateurs. He was a gun. And then I had Dave Nabel. And then I never had Arnell in the amateurs. I always said if I had the team that I had as a pro when I was younger, I would have been unstoppable, because I learned so much as soon as I went to Arnell, and even with Rodney helping out a bit as well, and Jesse, it was like I feel like I really leveled up from doing that, which is cool.
So back in your amateur days, when you were fighting, what was your biggest accomplishment?
I fought. So it was a few things. I had a hard run in the amateurs. When I had 6 fights, I fought a guy. I went into the state titles, and I fought a guy with 40 fights, and everyone was saying that he was going to stop me. I moved up a weight division as well for that fight, and I remember it before the fight. There was about 6 or 7 guys there trying to intimidate me, all from his side, and I was there with my mum. So I was laughing. I'm going, mate, this is, and then, but it ended up filling out. Like the crowd came, and I had a lot of people there for me. So did the other guy, and mate, we had an absolute war. I ended up beating him. It was like most amateur fights, because they did point scoring then. and it was like normally like 18 to 12. That was the main scores, like around that sort of. And our score was 48 to 42.
Wow.
And so, mate, like it was just non-stop action. The whole crowd were on their feet. And so I won the state title, but I was devastated because I'm like, fuck, this is my time to shake it up in the Australian titles. But they rigged it and they took the other guy that I beat, and he ended up winning the Australian title again that time. So he didn't even win the state title, and I was made after that. I got real sort of sour with the amateurs. Because I just saw that it was fucking politics. And
Yeah, you just won state titles and then they took the other guy that lost.
that's right, man. Like, and looking back on that, I was like, fuck, like I let that get to me. If I could go back and change it, I should have just gone back and fought him again and just beat him again, you know. But that's
So if you could go back, would you go back and try to go for Australian title?
100%. Like, oh, mate, I beat when I was fighting amateur. I think I beat like maybe about 5 or 6 Australian champions. And I beat a guy. So I went in the Arafura Games, which was like had 10 countries in it. And the guy that ended up winning the gold medal, I went down and fought him in Canberra. I think 3 months after, and I fucking nearly stopped him. I beat him. I fought a Malaysian guy in that competition. I put 2 8 counts on the guy, and I still lost. So I was pretty upset with that. But it was just everything happens for a reason.
That's right, yeah.
Yes, everything does. How'd you get into boxing?
I grew up in a household with a strong father figure. It's true.
She also thinks Karar's a bit odd.
Yeah. And then, oh, you got something to say?
I'm sorry, man. I like the
Kevin 007.
Give it
No, I know your dad. Your
It's
dad,
'cause you know him.
Yeah, he's a good bloke. I'm telling
He
you.
thinks you're the weirdest dude ever. It's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
I love Sam. He's a top bloke. Continue.
Keep going. Alright, where was I? No, growing up, two sisters. Two sisters. So when they were going out, Dad sort of needed me to protect them. He got me into boxing. He started training me himself, and then when I got a bit better, at the age of 14, he put me into the local gym up the road. I started getting pretty good. Met a good coach there, Renato Garcia. He was pretty good. He started training me for a while. He trained me for 3 years, and then I came to ITF where Arnell and all the boys were fighting. And I went to spar there one night, and I think I was sparring at 15, and I went in there, and all these boys were covered in tattoos. Head to toe. I was jumping in the ring with them, and I got obliterated. And I was the best from my gym. So when I got to there, I said, this is the best of the best. So after a while, I started floating from gym to gym, travelling from sparring, Blacktown, Parramatta, all over the shop, and I decided to leave my old coach and start with Arnell. And it was the best decision I ever made, best coach ever. Yeah. I believe the boys are the best. They're the most humble, the hardest sparring partners, but the most humble boys, and the end is history. That was it.
You haven't been back for a couple of months, but that's all right. We'll forget that. The end is history, literally. What about you, Karar? How did you get into boxing, Karar?
Oh, it's a long story. Where do I start?
We don't have forever, but you can tell us a bit.
Thank you very much for giving me that much.
You got 4 minutes.
Okay.
2 if you're lucky.
So, when I was 16, I met a guy. I said it wrong.
Yeah, I've heard this story before.
I said it really
I've heard this many times.
I've seen this episode of NCIS.
So this guy, he was a boxer. He was a boxer from Iraq. He was a professional fighter. He had over 50 amateur fights. And I met him at the gym. And one day he's like to me, man, come try out boxing. I was around 16, 17 back then. And I used to go to this gym in Fairfield. So it was a kickboxing and it was dash normal weights.
Approximately 10 hours later.
But you know what? It gave me a big determination to do better. Why are you guys laughing?
Mate, we asked how you got into boxing.
Yeah, that's how I got into
Yeah,
boxing.
I lost the question there.
He's on a boxing career.
And then I stopped.
Kevin Chura, this is your life.
Did we just go down memory lane here?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm reminiscing the moments. You're asking me the question, man, so I'm giving you the reminiscing moment.
How did you get into boxing though?
It was through my friend.
Okay, that's it. We go next. Moving on.
Could have been a really quick answer there.
Nah,
But that's a nice story.
I was giving you the side story because no one doesn't know the side story. I haven't even told Ricky this. I've done it for 10 years. But that's the side story. And then the rest is history. Obviously, for the past 5 years, I haven't really been that active. But I've been training. I've been teaching. And plus, I have my normal job. So it's really hard to manage my time. But anyway, stop looking at me and laughing. All right, next question.
How did you meet Ricky?
I met him at the Bulldogs gym, actually. It was so weird. I looked at him, he looked at me, I said, hello. He's like, hello. And then we just like nod heads. And then the second time I saw him, yeah, it was like that. It was a nod head first. Okay, bro. Oh, yeah. And then the second time, actually, I sparred with Ricky, man. He bashed the hell out of me.
Yeah.
At Bulldogs. I remember one time, he was so fast. It was like a lightning. Bang, jab. I'm like, what the hell was that? But then was that a jab or a cross? And then I know I was laughing because I know he likes watching me get bashed.
Yeah, he does.
And then after the sparring, I remember Ricky came up to me and goes, bro, you're doing good. You're getting better and better, slowly. And that really G'd me up in my head. So I'm like, because when you first start, there's different levels, right?
Yeah.
There's this level, and then there's this level, and there's this level. And then everyone starts to catch up progress and start to catch up.
Yeah.
I started at here, and Ricky was here, Hader was here, like everyone was at this level. And me and Ryan Turner, we were in the beginning, like he was my first sparring partner, Ryan. And me and him were like at this level. We both started growing, like eventually after the brain damage. We started growing, and then that's when eye levels started going higher and higher. And that's when I started keeping up with everyone else. This game, it's not how hard you train, it's how consistent you are. You got to be consistent all the time. And I remember when I was very consistent, I was seeing progress more. Obviously, it's a very dangerous sport. This is not like soccer or football where you run and bang. No, this is like full physical. So obviously, you have to be disciplined. And I'm still learning day by day, like as a fighter, as a person, you know, it's made me stronger and it's made me more disciplined. Next question. Why are you looking at me smiling?
And that's the end of the podcast. We're out of time today, guys.
We've actually run 4 hours over time.
Tank needs to talk as well.
Mate, you put my dog to sleep.
Tank, can you hear us? Can you say a couple of words? No, don't lick the microphone, Habibi. Don't lick my microphone. Say a couple of words, Tank. Yes, he just said hello, everyone. Tank just said hello to everyone.
So, what's your goals with boxing? What's your goal with boxing, Rick? You just want to do the promotions now and build that up to be the best of what it can be?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's on a mad trajectory now. So just keep building it up and become. My goal is to change the sport of boxing in Australia and bring it back to the mainstream. So we're doing that bit by bit. I think my sort of plan is more of it's a 5-year plus plan. So it's not just short term. So I'm looking forward to see what the future holds and really build grassroots boxing and then build it all up, really.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Do you find it hard? I know a lot of people find it hard with work and training.
Yeah.
I know these guys can relate. And you, with what you're doing for work now, do you find this is easier for you to train or harder?
It's like when I get stuck into the work stuff, it's I can work from when I wake up to 9 o'clock at night. That's just the way it is, like when you're organising everything. But I think now I'm sort of getting the systems more into place, which is good. So it's definitely allowing for more time for training. And I think it's whatever you prioritise. So if you really want to train, you'll make it happen. It's the same as with work. If you want to make it work, you'll make it work.
Yeah, even with you guys, like you're a tradie, you find it hard to be in the gym all the time after digging holes all day.
Yeah, I do plumbing for trade. If you're doing, like Karar said before, or like Kevin said before, doing boxing you have to be very consistent, and when you got a hard labour job, it's hard not to get sick. I found when I was training every day and working every day, I would actually get sick, and that would keep me off boxing for a whole week.
Yeah.
So it's hard to balance that and keeping a good diet. It's actually a full-on sort of job.
Yeah.
With you're saying the grassroots of boxing with the Wanderers promotion, what did you wish you had that sort of area when you were growing up?
Yeah, for sure, man. I think for me, it's because when I was younger, there wasn't many good shows to fight on. So it was like when you used to fight in a backyard shed almost, and there was no really prestige about it. Like social media didn't exist, so I didn't even really tell people that I used to box. Like when I just used to do it, and if people, because the way people used to look at you, if you said you were a boxer, it's almost like you're a thug or want to beat people up or something like that, which was never ever the reason why I did it. And I always was sort of embarrassed about it. But I think now, like even when I turned pro, I'm like, I'm not going to fight on a shitty club show. Like no offense to any club shows, but that's like I always wanted to fight on one of the top end shows, like on the bigger platforms. And then I think when I came back from America, they had that here the Johnny Lewis series, and then No Limit started. So it was good to start bringing boxing back to the mainstream.
Growing up with boxing, Ricky, like you said before, and people judging you, did you find that hard going out? Would you get... What would it be like growing up?
Oh, 100% I did. And it was like, because people were like, half the people, they thought they didn't take you serious because it was almost like you're hidden away from it. Like it wasn't advertised, wasn't anything like that. So there was no videos. I didn't post anything. So people didn't even know. They said, oh, he's a boxer, blah, blah, blah. But I definitely found that it was a lot more, as time went on, it became a lot more sort of accepted. Which was cool, and even when I posted stuff when I was fighting in America, I was like, people weren't super supportive, you know.
Yeah.
But you got to deal with that as you do it, you know.
Yeah, do you believe boxing has kept you out of trouble? Growing up as a young man full of testosterone, do you think it's kept you out of trouble or brought you to trouble?
No, 100%. Like I used to get in a bit of trouble when I was younger. I didn't stray away from it, and but boxing definitely taught me a lot of discipline and exactly what you're capable of. So you don't need to cause any problems. So it's like
I feel the same way.
Like
the same.
I feel like when you actually do it, you know, there's no good outcome from having a fight.
That's right.
So,
There's nothing to prove. That's the thing. A lot of people have a lot of big egos, and I think with boxing, you learn your self-respect. You know, like you learn that if you really want to hurt someone, you can. But what for? What are you going to get out of it? Are you going to get a trophy if you bash someone down the street? No. Are you going to get an ego rush because someone gave you a death stare and you're going to go bash him? For me personally, I think learning any combat sport, it's just for self-defense reasons and for you to have that discipline in case something happens. What are you smiling about?
You're the hardest person to do a podcast with.
Why?
You just make me laugh every time you open your mouth.
I think this will be the first and last time we use Kevin on a
He
podcast.
goes into this he goes into this deep talk and he goes, I'm just going to go through my thoughts and let you know how I'm really feeling.
I am a deep thinker, man. As you can tell, I think a lot. That's what makes me special.
Who told you that?
I tell myself that every day. What's the next question?
Many hours later.
All right, so Fit Expo, we've got 2 big weekends in October. 2 big weekends, sorry. We've got 2 big days in October now. Are you boys coming down to do the interviews? What are you most excited for with that? Because I know you both haven't done a lot of media with boxing, but you've both fought before.
Yeah, we haven't, but I feel like me and Kevin I'm ready to amp up the crowd. I'm ready to get involved. That's the type of environment that we thrive in, I think.
100%.
So that's what I'm ready for. I reckon it'll be. I've never been to a boxing match with a fitness exposition before.
At a fitness exposition,
I reckon that's pretty crazy doing that.
100%. I think, personally, I just want to show my biceps when I get there because I have the biggest biceps in Australia. Cut that off. But anyway, I think me and Joey are going to smash it that day. Like what you said, Mon, there's going to be 50,000 people walking through that event in those 2 days. And I'm really proud to see Ricky and his promotion at that exposition. Exposition? Is it exposure? How do you say that word?
Explosion.
No, not explosion. Exposure.
Explosion.
Explosion.
Not explosion, exposure.
So there's also at the expo there's going to be a lot of girls, gym girls there. There's going to be a lot of gym guys. How are you going to be? Can you give us an example of how you would probably question the boy or the girl that you're going to be talking to in the crowd about the fights?
If I'm interviewing a guy, I'll be like, how many steroids are you taking? If I'm interviewing the girl, how many squats do you do a day? It just depends what kind of person I'm going to be interviewing. But for me personally, like, I really like those kind of events, and Ricky has officially brought me aboard for the Wanderers promotion, so I want to be more heavily involved in promoting this promotion and making sure we show a different perspective towards boxing. Stop fucking laughing!
What perspective are you giving us?
Different perspective. So not everyone's image of boxing is
What's
that
perspective?
perspective, you know?
Perspective.
Perspective. That's exactly right. I need to learn more English. I'm a refugee. Anyway, cut that off.
It's like
No, nothing's getting cut off here.
specific. Specific.
No, like Ricky's promotion is a different promotion compared to all the other different promotions. That's what I'm trying to say in those kind of aspects. But it is a good thing to see boxing. What's wrong with you? All right, I'm gonna stop talking.
How about you, Joey? How about you tell me a question that you'd ask people in the crowd on the expo?
That's a good question. Hang on, I don't even know what it is.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, so there's just a really. Is it just?
What is Wonder promotion?
I shouldn't have worn makeup today. This is not normal.
Nah, like.
Fuck off.
I'm gonna cry. Oh shit!
Oh shit! Fuck! Yeah, that was a good one, Joey, bro. Oh shit!
Yeah, but are they going to be walking
Oh god.
Oh, fuck me dead.
So pretty much.
Oh shit! I'm gonna cry. Let's be serious, man. Hold on. What is that?
Man.
He's just taking this to a new level.
Oh, man.
Okay, that's it.
So this
You were sweating a lot.
Bro, make me put that to no one. No explanation to no one. That's embarrassing. Sorry, Joey.
Joey, I'm sorry for him, man. Oh, wow.
Oh shit! I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry.
So anyways, you would give me an example of like you'd just be asking people about boxing.
One of the questions I'd probably ask, I said, would you ever consider doing boxing? I'll try to persuade them to join our side and leave weights or.
So you're gonna try and convert?
Yeah, I'll try maybe
convert everyone at the expo.
Yeah, like convert one or. Yeah, that's one.
Have you sparred Karar before?
Yeah, me and Krabs.
Yeah, Joey's bashed me like multiple times. Joey's a machine fighter. He's what you call an Italian stallion.
I actually remember watching Karar and Joey spar at the open sparring day for the Bombers. And I got it on video and Karar swings a wild shot and he's in the corner and he turns around and he locks eyes with me in the corner. I'm like, fucking get him.
Funny you mentioned it. When I was watching it back quite a while ago and all I remember is...
Fuck, how long was it? 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Two or three, yeah.
Yeah, about 3 years ago. I remember
Time flies.
Ricky, like, in my head, vividly saying, get him in the stomach, he smokes a lot, hit him in the gut, hit him in the gut. And I'm just going body shots only.
And you fucked my breathing pattern.
Yeah, I'm just going body shots.
That
just
really
'cause
messed
Ricky's
up
in my
your-
head saying go through his body.
So you were on both sides, so you just wanted
Yeah, of course. Oh, man, I want to see the action. I remember sparring Karar a couple times as well, and I used to love hitting him in the body. There's a video I got of me and him sparring,
Yeah.
and he lands a big uppercut on me, and then you just hear Arnell go, he got you, Ricky, got you. And then so I must have got a little bit angry, so I just fucking unloaded a big body shot on him and dropped him, and Arnell was up giving applause, laughing, go, you got fucking smashed, Karar.
You know,
He loves when he gets bashed.
Anil is the biggest shit stirrer I've ever seen in my life. Hello, Anil. We're talking about you, Habibi. You know you're the biggest shit stirrer, but we still love you anyway. Ricky, he is faster than lightning. When Ricky is fit, I'm telling you, I'm not just talking him up because he's my cousin. I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. We're not cousins, but anyway.
He wishes you were cousins.
Yeah, I wish I was Italian. Half buongiorno. Buongiorno, bellissimo italiano. But when me and Ricky used to spar back in the day, it was really intense as well some days. But Ricky used to spar with a lot of different people. He used to go spar with that. What's that guy's name?
Which one?
The Italian guy.
Lenny Zapp.
Lenny Zapp.
Yeah.
He used to. Who else did you spar with?
Spot heaps of people. I don't know, like Zendezaeus was good, Nikita Zoo, Cohen, Mazudia. Yeah, guys like that.
Which one was your favourite sparring?
I used to love sparring Lenny. Me and Lenny would have sparred, I don't know, like 15, 20 times, and every time was just a war.
I saw one of the videos you showed me, man. I'm telling you. He comes forward the whole time.
Yeah, he's dangerous. He's been the only guy I've ever sparred, and I thought, fuck, if he hits you clean, then you're going to be in big trouble. Like even more so than when I sparred Nikita Zoo and that. And I've just found always, because he was stocky and he always come forward and it was tough. I think he should have really been a world champion for Australia. He just got close but never got there. Unfortunately, yeah, he was a beast.
I remember him back in the day, man.
When I was young in the amateurs, he was the guy. He won the Commonwealth bronze medal. And he was the guy in the amateurs that everyone was going, fuck, this guy's the best in Australia. 100%. And he was a beast. Like I fought him once in the amateurs. Like I think I had 8 fights at the time, and he was like senior, so he had about 60, and he beat me. But then I was so fuck, I thought I could beat him, or I thought I had what it takes to actually give him a good fight. So it never ended up happening. But we had some amazing spars after, which was cool. So
That's
good.
crazy.
Yeah.
You really remember those good spars because it's sort of, if you verse the best, you bring yourself up to that level. And if you don't verse the best, you're just bringing yourself down every time.
Yeah.
So you might think you're getting bashed, but you're actually leveling yourself up every time.
Yeah, for sure. I always say to every fighter, I said, just seek out the best guys that you can spar and spar them, because you pick up different tricks from all guys you spar against, and it builds you up. Even if you get hurt a little bit, it builds your character in that as well.
I feel like that's the biggest mistake in Australian boxing is that the guys are not fighting the best of the best when they're building themselves up. I get they want to build that record, but you're still going to be sitting down here where you're going to have one of the underdogs coming up the ranks who's versing all the hard fights. He might be losing, but he's going to still be higher than you. So when it comes to that title fight, he'll probably get it.
Yeah, for sure. And as a promoter now, it's one thing I'm trying to tell the fighters, I don't want to put on a shit fight. And because it doesn't do anything, one, for the fighter, it builds up their ego and doesn't build their skills because they're just padding their record. And I've said to a couple guys, you're going to fight 5 or 6 fights like this, then you're going to fight someone who can actually fight and you're going to get bashed.
Yeah.
You know, you like from each fight you excel a little bit, and you need to step up the challenge each time. Like someone like Nikita's doing that each time, he stepped it up nicely, like stretched himself, but not overdone it. And I think that's the best way he's been managed so well. And a lot of these guys, they actually, the guys coming up have to be able to be prepared to take harder fights to actually make themselves better and raise the level in Australia. You know?
Yeah, otherwise promotions, like you look at a few of the promotions in Australia now and you can sort of pick who's going to win on every single card.
I hate that.
And it's pretty boring, and I get like sometimes it can be a good show, but you want a 50-50 fight. And on the last fight cards that you had, you could look at the card and either one of them would be like a 50-50 fight, or maybe someone had a bit of an up hand there, but they were still very good fights. And at the moment, I know we're looking at future cards and they're getting exciting when we talk about them on the phone, but it just looks like that is Australian boxing. We're getting guys coming back in the ring, really showing who they are and who they were in the beginning and how different it is. Now it's just all about social media and building that up, but it doesn't go back to the Costa Zoo days where everyone was fighting the best of the best and they didn't have to worry about, you know, posting a photo to get sponsors and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I like it's a big thing that I think to make Australian boxing great again, we have to get guys that are going to take on the challenge in 50-50 fights. That's a big thing, and people want to watch and see entertainment. Like a lot of the guys that fought on that last card, they weren't essentially big names, but anyone that was at that fight, and I was like, fuck, this is up there with one of the best fight cards we've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Because all the guys were well matched, and we've got some great quality fighters in Australia, but they just don't get that exposure because they're not at that top level. Like it goes to a couple guys like Tim Zhu and stuff. Like if we actually shine light on all the guys coming through, there's a massive niche there. And it's going to grow the whole level of the sport in Australia and get more people involved as well.
Exactly. But you have your support on your shows. Like we had some amazing special guests. We had George Kambosos come down, Luke Jackson, some of these pro boxers. Jack Brewbreaker was there as well. And it just shows the support. You had Joel Camilleri, who just fought for an IBF Pan Pacific and WBA Oceania title. Like you have all these fighters that are backing you up and they're supporting your journey. How does that feel?
No, it's great. I think they can see what I'm about, and actually that it's legit. Like I laughed when it was such a crazy thing because when I first started and I didn't have the runs on the board, I messaged a lot of people in the industry. I said, "Come down, blah blah blah," and no one came down. Yeah. And it was like a thing. Well, I'm like, I didn't let that get to me, but it was a thing like, okay, and then just the names started getting out there when we did a couple of shows, and everyone was there going like, "Fuck, this is one of the best amateur shows that we've seen." And then when we stepped up and did the pro show, I was like, "Okay, now this is the time." Like I didn't even invite most of those guys at all, but then a lot of them just end up coming because they're hearing about it, and it's like they're seeing, because I'm a fighter myself, so it's like I'm one of them that's trying to help the actual sport. It's not me coming in saying like I'm going to try to make money off these guys. I'm actually trying to build them up and build the next guys. So we're building the whole level, and then there's going to be more money involved for everyone. It's a bigger pie. Everyone's happy then. So that's the goal.
Yeah, it's really building that grassroots. I think it's really cool. I was interviewing one of the amateur boxers and I said to him, how does it feel to have, you know, George Kambosos watching your fight tonight? And he goes, George Kambosos is here, and he looks next to him and he's doing a photo with someone and goes, holy shit, this is so insane. And like, you just see the reaction, the instant reaction is like, whoa, like there's one of the greats in boxing watching my amateur fight. Like that would never happen.
Yeah.
And you're giving that platform to amateur boxing and putting them on cards that like you couldn't see that in Australia anymore.
100%. Yeah.
So where do you want to go with boxing, Karar?
Where do I want to go in boxing? Like for me, it's become, how can I put it? It started as a hobby, and now it's part of my life. I really like teaching. That's one of my biggest passions in boxing. I like seeing people improve. Like my style is different compared to everyone else's style, as you can tell.
You love your overhands.
That's my favorite punch. They call me Mr. Overhand.
Do you want to give us a demonstration while you're sitting down?
Thank you.
Just a little one, Karar.
I'm the only guy here who's going to do a demonstration of how to do an overhand.
I think we should do a body shot challenge after this. What do you reckon? Should we do a body shot challenge?
I
don't want to hear this, man. Body shot.
I'll do that.
I reckon.
Well, of course you guys
I think we should. I think we should.
I think mine, you should just relax and say hello. Like for me, I want to have a couple more fights, and then I want to teach part-time, which I'm doing right now. But
so, Joey, what do you want to do in boxing? What's your goals?
Moving right along.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Disrespect me.
We're just gonna jump over here.
Just jump over here.
No, jump over here.
What are you talking about? Jump where?
Mate, you're in the middle of a podcast. Please put your phone down.
I just got a client calling me.
This guy gets up for water.
He's like to me, where are you, Kevin? One of my clients just messaged me. He's like, where are you, Kevin? And I'm just like, it doesn't know I'm at an event. Continue, Joey.
You fucking joke.
Yeah, what do you want out of boxing, Joey?
When it comes to boxing, I'm definitely not over. After winning state title, I sort of felt like it was time to take a break because it was hard dropping weight, really take a toll on me. It wasn't really the fight. I always look forward to a fight, but I would never step into the ring unless I was ready to lose it all.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very important thing to go in a fight willing to lose it. When I'm stepping forward now, I definitely want to come back and do a Wonders promotion. I don't think I'll go for another title fight or go for another Golden Gloves fight. It really, when I lost Golden Gloves in Brisbane, it really took a toll on me, and like I sort of felt like it was a bit corrupt, and it really hit hard. So when I come back to boxing, I'll probably just do another Wanderers fight. I'll do a Wanderers fight.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting FOMO, looking at all the boys fight, and all the boys coming to watch.
November 24th.
And honestly, I might switch gyms just so I can fight Karar.
Oh, come on.
I reckon you should. Would you be in the same weight division
It
as
doesn't
him?
matter, put on, drop weight, don't do anything.
Just say the fish diet. I think that's
Yeah.
fine.
Fish and veggies, brother. That's the
Fish
way
and-
to
It's
go.
the ethnic diet.
Yeah,
The
it's
ethnic.
cool.
I don't know where the ethnic comes in,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
ethnic.
It's ethnic.
Yeah.
Fish
I mean,
and
look,
veggies.
but winning Golden Gloves, like that's probably my best moment in my life. And going home after I won, I was telling everyone, and Joey's like, I'm going to do it next year. And he didn't win. It doesn't matter because I lost state titles, he won state titles. So we're sort of even.
Yeah, nice. It's
But
cool.
like far out, it's the
Family
best.
affair.
It's the best family affair. Like Dad always says, like, oh, but she won Golden Gloves.
Good G up.
Such a G up.
It was like Kevin said, on my bucket list was winning Golden Gloves. So it was a G
And you
up.
didn't do it.
Well, I look back at it, and it was my debut fight, and it was one of the best fights I've ever had.
Yeah, nice.
It was a full on war, and I honestly could walk out of that ring, like with my head held high. Yeah, whoops.
My health.
I was holding up my head.
Clearly, you two are not media trained.
No, we're not.
Kev's put me off a little bit.
I know, it's the vibe. It's the vibe.
How
I think our producer Damo is having fun.
Hey, Damo, how are you, mate? You're alright? Very good.
He's like, they said this would be a serious podcast.
Yeah.
I can't use any of this.
No, it is a serious broadcast. This is my serious face. Hold on.
Karar, when it comes to boxing, do you find
Stop.
do you find dating is a bit hard for you? Tell us about your dating life with boxing.
Boxing is my dating life. I have no life. I have this routine called training, and that's who I date every day. Now, to be honest, it's
Don't be honest.
don't be honest.
Just answer it.
It's just-
How's your dating life?
to be honest,
We
my
want to
dating
know
life, my
how it
dating
is.
life is pretty boring. I'm not talking to no one. I find every girl the same now. I'm at the stage of my life where I look at every girl. I'm very gullible, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So I believe in everything what especially what females say.
What about guys?
Guys are even worse. They talk. Some guys they act like they're my friends.
Yeah.
They come and shake my hand and they tell me, "Oh, bro, you're the toppest bloke," and then I just hear about them talking shit about me behind my back. And I just want to say to those guys, if you don't like me, don't come and say hello to me. Just ignore me. Why the fuck are you gonna come and say hello to me and act like a fake motherfucker? Don't act fake. Just don't say hello. Just leave it as that. But
This is called the Karar podcast.
Yeah, I know. We should have renamed this.
it is. But in regards to my dating life, I have no dating life. Boxing's my dating life. Nothing else.
I feel like every question Karar's given an answer to could have ended in the one sentence. Except he goes back to it, he reframes at the end.
And I have to give you a different perspective towards life. You can't just keep looking at everything in a Italian way. There's a Middle Eastern
You're
way.
outnumbered here. There's a couple more Italians in you. I wouldn't start throwing that around.
No, I love Italians. You know, Italians are buongiorno bellissimo. And
What about you, Joe?
I don't think we can use any of this
Yeah,
podcast.
I don't know how much we could use.
don't use the Italian part. What's going to be like Skies that doesn't like Italians?
Can you relate to anything Kevin said about that?
It's fine. No. You for real?
What? I'm going to bash you. How can you relate to anything I just said?
It was savable, but now it's fucked.
Sorry, bro. Well, I blame Bob for it. I got emotional for a moment.
Where was the emotional
I
bit?
don't know. I got emotional.
So yeah, we do have the expo coming up. You guys will be doing interviews. We got some. Are we getting ring girls for the expo, or no? That's for Wanderers.
No,
When us three-
we're going to get ring girls for the expo as well.
Are we?
I think it'll be a good little addition. And I said to the boys that we'll definitely get that for Karar for sure.
100%.
I'm excited. I like ring girls. He's laughing. That sounded wrong. You said the full name, so I'm like, yeah, I like ring girls.
Okay, mate, your name's Kevin. Relax.
Yeah.
Forgot.
So Kevin.
Yes. What are you laughing? You can't take me serious.
No. Joey.
Yeah.
So. I can't even look at both of you. I'm going to talk to Ricky.
Where are you,
Ricky,
Dr. Ricky? What's
do you
up with us?
Do you want to
No,
give
but
us?
I want to know about the ring girls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's the background info about it? Like, are they special or something? Like, can we chat them up? Is that what
Do
it...
you want to chat up the ring girls?
Yeah. Yeah, like, there's no difference. Like, if she's a ring girl, a normal girl, it doesn't matter. Like, I'll chat her up.
I love you, Joey, bro.
On the day, are you
But
just,
can I...
Joey,
will
bro.
you let me... If I've got the mic, am I allowed to go in the ring with you?
Mate, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
all
I'll
free
interview
reign.
one.
Bro,
You
How
want
about
to
we'll go in there doing this? Like, I'll get you out of this. I can get you away from this side. You don't have to do this, honestly. Or I can be like,
I think we can use that piece for sure.
yeah, if they're a ring girl or a normal girl, honestly, if there's a if there's a chick there on that fitness expo, honestly, if her boyfriend's there, I'll chat her up in front of her boyfriend. And if he says something to me, he'd be like, "Do you for real?" And I'll be like, "Mate, I'll do boxing and you do steroids." Like, I'll just.
oh, Joey, I
Yeah.
love you, bro. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm serious.
are you gonna help your boy out here though?
You do steroids, I do boxing.
Yeah, if we do our like ratio with me and Kevin's interviews, 80% of my interviews are going to be female interviews.
Female.
Yeah, they're going to be female.
80% of Kevin's is going to be male for sure.
I was actually thinking that. I swear to God, I was actually thinking that. That's dirty.
You
bro.
were thinking.
I was thinking that. It's like, you get the 80% female, I'm with the 80% male. The males are going to be like, hey, bro, how are you?
Kevin works on the 80-20 rule, mate.
Oh, he loves it.
What's the 80-20
So,
rule?
but can you give me like a name for what you guys would call yourselves? Like, you need an introduction. So I need an introduction for each interview.
Yeah, so even when we do the MC, so if the MC announces you, how would they announce you?
Yep.
There's a couple of names that I have. So back in the day, everyone used to call me Crazy K. I know calls me the caveman. I'm not joking. I know it's like Kevin, your call out name is the caveman. I go, why? He goes, because you fight like a caveman. I'm joking.
Man, it's not funny.
I thought you were only being honest with us.
No. I reckon Kevo sounds
No,
alright.
I really wanted a name for your duo here.
Oh, duo.
Yeah. You and Joe.
K and Joe.
Yeah, I haven't really. I'll start thinking now.
Casey and Jojo. No, that's
That sounds like you work after
Going
hours.
crazy.
no. That's a bad song. I love that song. It's a depressing song, but I love it. What are you laughing at?
Wait, how's the song?
It's Casey and Jojo, bro.
Sing it.
No,
Sing
I'm
it.
not gonna sing it, bro.
You got to talk it. You got to get the mic close.
Go on YouTube,
Isn't Jojo-
and everyone's gonna be like, "I just heard Casey and Jojo."
Yeah, but Jojo sings "Get Out Right Now."
No.
Me. That's Jojo, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Jojo, yeah. But there's a guy named Casey and Jojo.
And how's the song go? I've never heard it.
He's from the 70s.
Sing it.
Sing something.
From the 70s. It's from the 90s, but yeah.
Doesn't matter. 70s and 90s, same era. It's not the same era, but anyway. Actually, we don't have a nickname. Actually, I'm thinking about it now.
I didn't know we needed one, but I'll think about it.
But like,
Monique, are you just making this up? Like, are you trying to
can
make
you think
this?
about it now? Just give me a quick 10 seconds. Go.
80-20. The 80-20s. 80-20? Nah, that's not a good day. I'm
I know
brainstorming.
something.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna think. All right. I'm thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I got
I need
nothing
more
as well.
time.
You need more time?
Yeah,
Yeah, come back to me.
We need more time.
I can't think of it.
You guys are the worst podcast
I don't know.
guests
I
we've
don't
ever
know
had.
if we should ever do this again.
No, I don't think we should. This
Why?
is the last time we're gonna come here. I actually can't think of a name. I actually can't think of a name. I'm trying to have my deep thoughts.
Your deep thoughts.
Yeah, I have deep thoughts all the time.
What's another question?
It's the hardest I've ever had to work for a podcast. Karar, what are you looking forward to most at the Warehouse Rumble 3? That's our next pro event.
To be honest, I'm looking forward to getting back in the ring and showing my skills to everyone and ticking off my bucket list. I really want to go pro, get over and done with, and then I'm gonna semi-retire after that. So yeah, it's been 5 years. I haven't really been that active, so I'm a bit nervous, I'm a bit how you going, but I'm excited actually. I'm really excited.
Joey, what do you think about Karar's return to the ring?
I reckon you should retire now, honestly.
Thanks, bro. What a sick cut. Cut that off. Sick cut. I didn't mean that. Nah, like, you're right, Joey. I'm too old for this shit.
No, it's not even that. Like, you're saying you're eating well, but you're not, and you smoke.
I know. I do everything. That's above board. Everything that a boxer needs to do, I do it. I'm
No,
being
you
sarcastic.
don't.
I'm being
Yeah, but you sit here and your breathing is really bad.
Thanks, bro.
and you
sitting.
and you stink.
Thanks, bro. That's dirty. That's even more dirty. No, that's dirty. Cut that off. I don't want to see that. Oh my
I
god.
think me and Cry have to sub out.
Oh my god.
Are we subbed out?
All right, thanks.
Thanks for having us, guys, honestly.
Thanks, guys, man. We appreciate it.
I've had a good time.
I've had such an
actually had a
amazing
great
time. I
Amazing.
can't wait to never come back here again.
August 1st.
August 1st.
I'll come back whenever you want me to, honestly.
I think we might have Joey and someone else.
I reckon bring Anil.
I think that'll be worse than you.
No, Anil will be the best. You just look at him and laugh.